And I don't want you to get frustrated thinking, oh, I hit this number last week and I hit this number, not realizing that you stressed the hell out the body. For those who like to be naive and act like you ain't trained the same area earlier that week, do me a favor and understand that you need at least 2 days of effective recovery. Not saying that you can't go back to back. I do it myself from time to time, but do understand the body hasn't fully recovered. So you're not gonna be able to perform at a high level, and you may see those numbers decrease a little bit. So do be aware of that, okay? Because I do it myself from time to time, and I didn't even realize I bench pressed on Monday, and here it is Wednesday, I'm bench pressing again. But one thing you can do to be able to maximize your training, if you wanna hit the area multiple times out of the week, have one heavy day, have one time and attention day. I don't really like using the term light because technically you shouldn't be really training light. You wanna do moderate light is what I call it. Meaning it's going to be a challenge, mainly when you're slowing down the tempo, because now you can actually stress a lot more muscle fibers and you can build a little bit more tone at the end of the day. So we're not gonna have it super light to a point you can do 100 reps, but we're gonna have it to a point that you are effectively stressing the body. I need you to understand the difference. But if you're somebody, like I said, that's training the same area twice out of the week, we do need to be conscious of how we separate these areas, and do understand that sometimes, even though it was back or chest, it still can affect the routine when you're training legs. I think some of us miss this. For example, I don't like doing back training and doing leg training back to back because I do already understand that some of the back exercises are going to take away from me being able to do what I want to do when it comes down to my legs, unless I'm focused on more machine work instead of barbell and dumbbell work. So do be conscious of these little things, because like I said, these can affect your training overall. And I don't want you to get frustrated thinking, oh, I hit this number last week and I hit this number, not realizing that you stressed the hell out the body the first time you trained it. And another thing I love doing is I try, when the muscle is as fresh as possible, I would rather go to a heavy day more so than going to a moderate light day. I like to do moderate light days after I already put in the work from trying to blow out that area and beat that area down from that heavy ass weight. So do be mindful of that. You'll see a big difference in your training. Also, you'll prevent any injuries, man. Like I said, listen to your body. Your body's gonna tell you, hey, you're doing way too much. But the issue is we still wanna do it. That's the problem. Take the rest. Remember, the rest is going to give you the growth that you want. It's not just about training the area, training the area, training the area. And I've been through that so many times where I'm like, man, I want this area to get strong. I want this area to look good. So I spent so much time and energy on the area, not realizing that, for one, all of the volume that I'm getting is just beating it down. And then sometimes you do need to understand that if you're not doing volume for conditioning, you can be actually missing out on some of the growth that you want as well. So cut back on some of that volume, nourish the body a lot more, and then rest, let the body properly recover so you can get the growth that you want. So do understand, when you're actually killing your body and beating it down with all this volume, all you're doing is really working it on conditioning. You're not actually building muscle if that's something that you want to do. You're actually kind of killing some of the muscle that you're trying to build from too much volume. Let's get it.